She was the type to make men fall in love with her at first sight. Thus, she was shocked to learn that Dustin had forgotten about her after just a night. Was her presence so insignificant? You do look familiar. I think I've seen you somewhere. Dustin tried to dig through his memories. Yesterday, at the hospital, you treated my grandfather. Do you now? The girl uttered through gritted teeth. Oh, you're Natasha's sister Roth. Am I right? Remember, who the hell are you calling Roth? My name is Ruth. Ruth Harmon. Ruth N. early exploded out of exasperation. She wanted to step on the gas pedal and run Dustin over with her car. All this time, she'd never been treated this way. How insulting. I'm sorry. Miss Ruth, are you looking for me for some reason? Dustin quickly changed the topic. Of course. Why would I be here otherwise? Ruth rolled her eyes and ordered, Hurry up and get in the car. Natasha has fallen sick and is demanding to see you. What happened to her? How would I know? You're the doctor. You should go and find out. Now, get in, Ruth ordered in an unfriendly tone. Helplessly, Dustin got into the car and then left under the jealous gaze of the passers-by. After half an hour, the car finally pulled over in front of a luxurious building called Java Joy's. The place boasted a large backyard, which not only had hot springs, but also a garden and a swimming pool. Meanwhile, the main entrance was guarded by security 24/7. Follow me. Upon getting out of the car, Ruth led the way, and they hurriedly made it to a bedroom. At this moment, inside the private bathroom was Natasha, who was dressed in a business suit while she soaked in a bathtub full of ice cube. Her face was flushed, her gaze blurry, and her breathing was labored. As her chest rose and fell, it caused ripples in the water. Ms. Harmon, what happened to you? Dustin walked over and was stunned the moment he noticed that she wasn't wearing anything under her suit. While it wasn't obvious at first, certain parts of her skin became visible when the fabric was slowly soaked with water. Like any other man, Dustin found it hard to resist when a stunning woman like Natasha was in this state. Mr. Rhys, you're here? Natasha opened her hazy eyes and spoke with difficulty. My body feels so hot. I'm so thirsty and in pain. It feels like my chest is on fire. Quick, help me find out what's wrong. As she spoke, she put out her wrist. With an observant look, Dustin was fast to find out the issue. Ms. Harmon, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like you've been drugged. And with a potent aphrodisiac at that. Bullshit! Who would drug my sister? Ruth scolded. What do I do now, Mr. Rhys? Asked Natasha lethargically. Although it's a special case, it can be treated, but we must move you to a bed. It won't be easy to treat you in this bathtub. Dustin signaled F for her to get up. Natasha nodded, struggling to get up. However, as soon as she took a step out of the bathtub, she slipped and collapsed into Dustin's arms. Subconsciously, Dustin's reflex kicked in, and his hands shot out to hold her, and they just so happened to touch her chest. Natasha felt as though she had been hit by a bolt of lightning. At that moment, both of them froze in place. Dustin's mind was blank, but Natasha's expression was agitated. Her eyelashes fluttered, and her breathing hitched. The fire inside her had only gotten bigger. Without a warning, Natasha parted her lips and raised her head, surging upward to kiss Dustin. Hey, what are you guys doing in broad daylight? Aren't you embarrassed? Ruth, who was at the door, let out a scream at this sight. She covered her face with her hand, but her curious eyes couldn't help peeking through her fingers, and she watched the two of them kiss intimately.